Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I am back with another video for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to manifest 10,000 subscribers, or even if you want to manifest like more, 50, 100, whatever. I'm going to talk about how to create that, because realize, you guys, it's not really about the number. It's about the energy and the identity behind the number that you associate with the number. Okay. But beyond that, I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. If you would like to learn more about the law of assumption, about manifestation, if you've been trying and not getting results, then this is the channel for you. I am Olivia Grace, your neighborhood hope dealer, dealing hope to all the beautiful gods and goddesses of the planet Earth, to remind you who you are and that nothing is impossible to you. So if you're all about that, then you should totally be a part of this channel. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I do go live pretty often. And if you want to catch me, hit the notification bell. I have a Facebook group, you guys, if you would like to join. And I also am doing group coaching next month for my August Light of Love specific person manifestation. So if you are interested in that, or manifesting love in however way, then send me an email and I can get details to you. It's only gonna be open for like a few more days because we're starting in August. So email me ASAP and I can get the details over to you, okay? And I also have one-on-one options for you to work with me in the description as well. I think that about covers it. I am going to be creating a business and money group as well, group coaching for that. I'm looking to launch that probably in the middle of August, maybe September, we'll see. But just look out for more info on that. Okay, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna be talking from my experience, you guys, because again, as I've been telling you guys, or some of you may know that have been here from the beginning, I went a long time with no, like, with, you know, very small, minimal views and minimal subscribers, and it took me forever to even hit like 1K. So but I learned a lot, and I learned, like, once I made the shift, this is what I'm telling you guys, right? Once I made the shift, it was just automatic, right? Like, people are telling me like, oh my God, your channel is growing so fast. To me, I don't feel attachment to the number anymore. So it's just like, whatever. Like, this is the thing, like, when it comes to like subscribers and money and all of this stuff, when you need it and you really want it, it's like so serious and like, oh my gosh, and you know, this and that. When it actually happens, it's more like a game. It's more like, it's just a number, right? Like, let's just see how high it can go now, you know, basically. That's really like the energy around it now. And of course, like, whatever goal that you're wanting to hit, by the time you hit that goal, you're gonna have a bigger goal. So it's not gonna seem that big to you anyways, but that's neither here nor there. Well, it kind of is here and there. It's kind of important. But okay, so number one, self-concept, okay? Now, you guys, when I tell you I did everything, the one thing I'll say that I didn't do is actually last on the list, so I'll save it for last. But I did everything, you guys. I did sat scenes, I did visualizations, I did inner conversations, I did subliminals, I did everything, okay, to manifest my subscribers and my business and all the stuff, and nothing worked until my self-concept changed. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, because there were two kind of like more spikes, I guess, because at first, you guys, I was getting like no views. I was getting like 2 views, and like one of them was like my best friend, and she would be like my only comment that I would have. She would be the only person that would comment on my video. And so what happened then was I had learned about the law of assumption, and I decided like, oh, okay, I can just assume that I have 1,000 followers. At that point, I probably had like 50 or something like that, like if even that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna assume I have 1,000 followers. So what happened from there was, when I made the assumption, I became aware that I have a belief that, like, kind of a negative association with popularity. Now, this is something to look out for, right? Because when you become a mega famous social media star, or whatever that is for you, you know, like, you are going to be popular. You are going to be in front of a lot of people. You are going to be kind of known, you know, even if it's just in your like niche that you're in. So like for me personally, I realized like my idea about popular people is that they're mean, like they're assholes, like, you know, they're like look down on people, like, and I'm not that type of person. So I couldn't associate myself with being a popular person. Like, and I didn't even really realize like that old like wound of, you know, not being the popular kid in high school or whatever dumb shit, you know what I mean? But I became aware of that, and I started to think about, okay, what are the things, like what are the characteristics with popular people that I do resonate with, right? And I was like, okay, well, popular people are attractive, right? I feel like I'm attractive. Like I can say that, that's a positive thing I can say. Popular people usually are themselves, right? They, you know, I mean, in my opinion, it depends like what movie you're watching, right? But, you know, popular people are like confident, you know? I was like, that's something I can resonate with. And I just went down and thought about different things that popular people did that I could resonate with, instead of thinking of them as just like a villain. You know what I mean? Like how can I make it so that being popular makes sense to me, right? Makes sense for me. So that was number one. When I fixed that, my SP was like, hey, I want to basically pay somebody to help you get your channels together. And he paid somebody to help me. And this person was actually like doing the actual work of like the SEO work. Like, just like side note for you guys that are doing YouTube, a lot of these people that are messaging you and saying that they're doing SEO work are actually paying for views. And it's not helpful, because basically it's almost like a robot, or even if it's regular people, they're watching you for 30 seconds. That's how long someone has to watch you for a view to count. So they're watching you for 30 seconds and then clicking off. But what that's saying to YouTube is people are clicking your video, but it's trash, right? So nobody's watching it. So they're not going to continue to promote you. And these people are not telling you that's what they're doing. They're going to say like, we're doing SEO optimization. If they come and email you and say that, I don't know, just because the person that my SP hired was legit. He was doing that. These other people that I was hiring were not doing it. But anyways, so that happened, and he got me to like 1,000 subscribers, close to 1,000 subscribers. But then a lot of things happened in my life, you know, self-concept slipped. I slipped out of that state and went back to, you know, kind of just stayed there for like a year or two. And to be honest, like another thing for me is that I wasn't, well, I'll say that for last. But yeah, like self-concept. So when, again, I started to think about my channel again, right? And I decided to grow my channel again and to take it serious, right? And I started telling myself I'm an icon, right? I'm an icon in the manifestation community, right? I'm helping millions of people. That's another thing too. Like, start telling yourself, I'm talking to millions of people. I'm talking to this many people. I'm doing, you know, like I'm helping people. For me, I don't know why. I mean, that's really my purpose and my intention when I'm doing these videos, but it helped me to frame that, like to accept that I'm helping millions of people, you know, like, and to even just imagine, not that I'm even believing that or feeling that, but I'm just imagining, wow, what if I were, right? And the other thing for me, because what I'm doing, you guys, really, truly, is I'm wanting to help you guys change your life. That was the whole reason I started this channel, why I started to coach, why I do this, right? When I learned about manifestation, I was like, dude, there's this free thing that costs nothing that people can do with their minds to create something different. Everybody should know that, you know, or everybody that wants to know it, because not everybody wants to know it, but those that want to should know it. They should have the opportunity to do that, right? So that's why, like, thinking of helping people. But even if you're not helping people, right? Even if you're like an artist, your art inspires people, it uplifts people, it comforts people, right? If you do music, same thing. Music is so powerful, right? Whatever it is that you do, it's adding on to others, right? Start to have that idea about yourself. Not that, you know, you need people to find you, but people want to find you, which is the next point, which is what you are seeking is seeking you, right? So whatever, like the subscribers that are going to come to you, stop looking at it from a place of, I'm just here and I have this thing, you know, or this topic or whatever it is that you talk about or do. you know, and I want, I need to find people, whatever. Like, no, realize that you have the answer to somebody's question. You have the whatchamacallit, what do you have the ability to meet someone's needs, basically. You have the ability to meet somebody's need or meet their desire, right? No matter what it is that you do, there's somebody out there that wants that thing, multiple people that want that thing. And what you're doing is aligning yourself, your energy, your idea about yourself with those people. So it's not like right now, if your business is dry, you'll have all these reasons as why. Oh, the economy. Oh, my niche is too saturated. Oh, there's not enough people in my niche. Oh, this and that, whatever, all these excuses. And none of that matters, right? Oh, the algorithm. You guys, I don't look at the algorithm for shit, okay? The only thing I pay attention as far as like analytics, well, no, that's not true. Let me explain that actually, because like before my channel was blowing up, my best friend used to tell me all the time, like, you need to do the algorithm. I was just like, I just don't want to do that. That's just too, like, that's too much. I'm not like, you got to upload this many times. And like, I just didn't want to do it from that point. Right. But when I started to assume the identity, I did start to look at my analytics from a place of inspiration and not from a place of trying, right? Not from a place of, ooh, what can I do to make things da-da-da? I was genuinely curious, like, what is the content that does the best, right? And that was when I saw that people really like revision, right? And I love talking about revision, so it's no problem for me to talk about revision more. And that was kind of where my channel started to slowly, very slowly at first, pick up momentum, right? But I say that to say, though, it's not about the analytics, right? It's not about the algorithm, right? It's about you aligning. You being aligned in your mind is going to make the algorithm work in your favor, okay? Whatever that is, okay? So what you're seeking is seeking you, and see it that way, you guys, that when you're making your content, and this is another tangent, but that's what I was talking about when I was talking about helping people, was that, you know what? Even if I have only 3 people watching my video, this can help 3 people, right? Those people, like, you don't understand how you affecting one person ripples out into the world. What a giant, like, tidal wave of love and of help and assistance that you create just from doing, like, talking to one person, being kind to one person, right? So whatever amounts, and even when my channel got to like 1,000, right? And I was like wanting to get to 10K, and I would be like, man, it's only 1,000. But then I would think like, okay, but what if 1,000 people were in front of me? What if I was doing a seminar and I had 1,000 people in the crowd? I would feel pretty big time, right? I would feel pretty like, okay, this is pretty cool, right? So it's like, when you think about it, like, we're so used to numbers, which can come in handy later, right? Instead of seeing, like, to me now, 10,000 doesn't seem like a lot. At that time, it did seem like a lot, right? So it's really like, it can work in that way of not seeing it as a lot. But when you don't have a lot, you want to see it as a lot, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, changing your perspective. Even if you had 500 people, even if you have 30 subscribers right now, okay? 30 people coming to listen to what you have to say, when someone subscribes to you, they're that invested. They're like, I want to hear what you say for the rest of my life, basically. I want to have access to what you say for the rest of my life, what you do. Like, 30 people saying that's actually a lot in real life, right? So start to see that, to start to create the belief and identity that I am doing well. I am successful. I am a success, right? And just another side note too, because a lot of this is coming as I'm talking. But identifying as a successful person, this was a hidden block for me that took me a while to realize. But I really identified as an unsuccessful person. I just felt like I'm not successful. I had a lot of evidence to back that up, right? Which is why revision is so powerful. But I'm not successful. So if you're not successful, it doesn't matter how thrax your content is. Like I said in another video, like, my videos have been great. You're not going to go back. Like, sometimes I would want to like talk shit about like my old self, like, oh my God, and like cringe at my old videos, but I was still spitting that fire from day one, literally. But I just, like, if I felt unsuccessful, it had to fall on deaf ears, right? So decide you're successful. You're an icon in your industry, okay? Start with an amount a day, right? So when you're going from 0 to 10K, that can be a big jump for your mind. If you start telling yourself, you know what, I'm getting 100 subscribers every day, or, you know, I'm getting 10 subscribers every day. Just start small and build yourself up. I always suggest this, you guys. Some people don't suggest it. I suggest it because it creates the identity and the idea that I get what I want. I get what I say, basically, right? So like what I did with my views, for instance, was I literally did, like, I remember this moment, okay? Because this is the moment that everything changed. I was uploading a video, and as I was uploading it, I was like, wow, I mean, this video is only gonna get like 200 views. All my videos only get like 200 views. And I realized in that moment, I'm making that assumption. I'm assuming that my video is gonna get 200 views, so of course it is, right? And so in that moment, I was like, no, my videos get 1,000 views as soon as I post. They get 1,000 views as soon as I post, right? And so I started saying that, and it took maybe a video or two after that, but my video hit 1,000 views. So once that happened, I said, okay, now to 3, right? As soon as I post, I get 3, right? As soon as I post, I get 3,000. Did 3,000, right? Started hitting 3,000 consistently. Then I said 10, right? Okay, now 10. Hit 10,000, right? Then I did 50, right? Okay, hit 50. Hit 50, right? So if I had started from 200 views to 50K views, sometimes it's too much for our minds to wrap around. Like, it's too mind-boggling, right? And that depends, right? How you are. If you're a person that's very imaginative, you can probably make that jump, right? But I like to create evidence for myself. It makes it so much easier and quicker, in my opinion, for it to work out, okay? And so the last part is to be consistent, you guys. Like, be consistent with posting, be consistent with manifesting. Because for me, you guys, I've had my channel for like 6 years, maybe longer than that. And I was barely ever consistent. I would actually put myself on 30-day challenges, which if you have a YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and challenge you. I think it was actually a coach that challenged me, or yep, it was. It was the first coach, or maybe the second coach I ever worked with. And she just challenged us to make a video every day for 30 days. And I did this while I was working. I was serving at the time. I was serving at Papado. So I was getting home at like 2 a.m. and I still would make my video because I wanted to dedicate myself to it, right? Dedicate yourself to it. This can replace your job, you guys, legit. Like, YouTube can replace your job. Social media can replace your job, but you have to dedicate yourself to it. What I did was wait. Oh, I'll wait until I, have a whole bunch of subscribers and then I'll start being consistent. Well, that's not really how it works, right? Your subscribers come for your content. And the thing is too, you guys, what I've noticed is the more you post consistently, the more subscribers you get, because it's like, first of all, every video you post is an opportunity for you to be discovered, right? It's an opportunity for people to find you. And, but people start to look out for you, right? When your face is familiar on their timeline, they're starting to look out for you. So if they're seeing you 1 month and then they don't see you for 6 months and then you pop back up again, you're easy to lose in the crowd, right? So be consistent, you guys. That was like probably one of the biggest, other than all of these, energetic things that I really messed up on and took me so long, because I kept doing it and not taking it serious, and doing it and just quitting, and doing it and getting discouraged and be like, oh, it's not gonna work. Like, I told you guys so many times I was gonna delete my channel. I was just gonna go and be like, fuck it. It's never gonna go anywhere, right? So be consistent, you guys. Post, put yourself on a schedule. Don't make it ridiculous, right? If you got the balls, then go ahead and take the 30-day challenge. If you don't got the balls, at least commit to like once a week for a month, then twice a week for a month. All you really need to do is post according to the algorithm, right? Is to post twice a week, right? But just like, get started, you guys. Get started, get on it. Like, there's no more time to waste, okay? So I'm intending that this helps you. I'm intending this prospers you. I know that it will, right? You guys come back and tell me your success stories. And oh, one last thing, I have a subliminal that I'm gonna put in the description. This is by Rita. Rita, I love her subliminals. Her subliminals are chef's kiss, okay? But I will say I also was using this subliminal at that time. Now, I will say this too, you guys. I used plenty of subliminals at many different points, and none of them ever worked for me until I got these other things in place, until I got my self-concept and my identity in place, okay? So do not say, oh, I'm just gonna disregard everything she just said and just play the subliminal. And you can, because some people do get results from that as well, you know? But doing all of this will have you, I mean, you guys, I think I got like 10,000 subscribers. It was under 2 months, I believe, if I'm correct. It was under 2 months after years, okay, of trying. So please trust and believe that I know what I'm talking about when I say this. I love you guys. If you guys would like to join my Light of Love group coaching for next month, email me. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, share the video with someone you think it will help. And let's go. I want to hear your results. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll talk with you soon.